Hello. How are we all doing? Wherever you are in the world, drop in, say hello if you're joining me live. I came in here to talk about the Australian businesses and the fact that we need to stop fluffing around, okay? You can use insert whatever other profanity you wish in there. But the reality is that Australian businesses in particular have just been lagging behind so much on the global stage and even just amongst some of their more progressive peers, which there certainly are some. And I'm not talking about the big corporates, I'm talking about plenty of other smaller Australian businesses that are doing some great things. But we need the bigger, anywhere from the medium to larger medium-sized businesses to really take a stance, because they have so much of a bigger impact. And not only do they have a bigger impact, not making them more important, but certainly having more reach to take action on climate change. And so, a lot of businesses, from what I'm seeing in my experience through my work, is they're talking about it. They're thinking they can still put it on the back burner, but it is costing them a lot of money, and it is positioning them for imminent failure, or at least imminent downfalls through the impacts of climate change. And the impacts of climate change are, of course, directly from climate adverse events, but that isn't just an impact on damaging some of your sites, for example, and costing you a bit of insurance or repair. There's so much more to it. Like, with climate change, it starts to disrupt so many of the systems that these businesses rely on, such as the supply chains, the stakeholders and what they are expecting of the businesses, the community and the pressure coming in from there. Climate litigation is a big one, and it is increasing fast. More and more people are taking action against businesses, and individuals are taking action against businesses if they're not being climate diligent. Board members in particular are under scrutiny for greenwashing and not doing the right thing, saying they're going to do something, talking about it in their policy, but then not actually having a clear, measurable, accountable roadmap moving forward. So what does that mean? It means there needs to be so much clarity around who exactly is leading it, who is managing the action, and then who is implementing the action. And that needs to have really certain clarity around it. And part of this process of accountability and responsibility is that we're measuring and verifying how we are going along the way. And so I think that it is just very important for me to jump in here and really highlight this, because I feel like it's being talked about a lot, but there needs to be some action. We need to start doing the things, and you need to start reaching out to consultants or experts who can help you in this space. Of course, here I am. I'm here. Give me a call. But there's plenty of others like me out there. So why aren't we talking? Why aren't we all having a discussion? And it's not just about, one person sort of helping you out. It's a real collaborative effort, and you need to be involved in this process, and you need to be aware and proactive about it. And this is not just for, the good of the environment and saving the trees. It's no longer a fluffy game of, hugging trees. It's really not. I mean, this is about our livelihoods, and this is about creating a new way of successful harmonization in the way that we exist. So, just to throw some numbers out there, because hey, numbers are good. It gets us thinking. So Allianz, of course, we all know Allianz, and when they estimated this, they found that like climate change and the increasing volatility, so around weather impacts and so on, has actually increased by 33%. In the recent few years, and the cost at, say, even those bushfires that happened, the recent bushfires in Australia that happened, the economic loss, the damage that it actually costs Australia is anywhere around the $110 billion mark. It's huge. And those don't happen that infrequently anymore. I mean, I remember bushfires happening every 10 years, like the really bad ones happening every 10 years, roughly, from when I was a child. I'm talking about much younger. And when I say much younger, I mean, 20 years ago, we were seeing a lot more disparity in the frequency of these events, but now they're happening every couple of years, every 3 years, that we're having really bad bushfires. In fact, I can safely say it's going to happen at least every 2 years, and very soon every 1 year. And so that's just in Australia. So the thing is, It's time to take action now. And I just wanted to put this out there and say that there is an opportunity for you to take action. And not only is it going to reduce the risk in your business, it's actually going to protect and save your business in the long term by building in resilient governance structures, resilient decision-making procedures, and protect your business from the impacts of climate change that are not coming, they're here, that are going to increase. So, what is your business doing? Because if you're in Australia, you would know, of course, we've had a recent election and the Labor government is now in power, which is wonderful because they're backed by the Greens party and there are going to certainly be changes in legislation. And I wish I knew more about politics to tell you all of the details, but I don't. That's not my space. It's not where I vibe, but I know that it's coming. And I know it's important, which is why I still talk about it, because it is certainly still important and it will start to impact your business even directly through legislation. So not just an indirect climate impact on part of your supply chain. Like, there's a direct impact coming very soon around the corner. So what is your business doing? And are you still fluffing around? Because if you are, stop. Let's stop all of this. Let's get moving. Let's get doing. And let's get changing the way that we run our businesses and the models that we operate on, because the archaic, only purely for-profit models are so outdated. And not only are they outdated, they just don't work anymore. People don't care for them. People don't support them. And stakeholders now, the community now, they want businesses to do better. So what is your business doing? That's what I want to leave you with. And thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me live. And I hope you will have an amazing day. Take care, everybody. Bye.